What's up, world? It's Pierre once again giving you a recap on my week. Last week, this previous week, the school was not open for classes, or instead they sent us all off on our way to fulfill ministry week hours, as they would call it. We had to volunteer and put in a certain amount of hours based upon the credits we're taking in the semester. For me, it was 14. Cool. I spent my time at Next Chapter Ministries and at Calvary Free Evangelical, and it was awesome. And in that awesomeness, there was a problem that I found myself giving or having a voice when it came to addressing the problem. The problem was minorities in the majority Christendom. How do you deal with minorities in your church? If your church is predominantly Caucasian and the minorities are African American, or if your program, your housing program, your group home is the powers that be are Caucasian, and you're dealing with minorities who believe differently, who seek out truth differently, who are confrontational. How do you address that? Can you address it? Should you address it? The issue became very quickly integration versus reconciliation. Integration in Rochester and in other cities, that's easy, right? That's easy. Integration in America is easy, but are we still pursuing reconciliation? Are we reconciling the culture? Are we asking each other for forgiveness on behalf of our cultural history? My culture versus your culture, the side effects that it still has today. And so in essence, you have the problem where you have African Americans who join a predominantly Caucasian youth group in what they perceive is a white Jesus, a white worship, white lectures, white lessons, white program. That's all they perceive. Is their perception right? Probably not. Is the perception wrong? Who is the ultimate judge? How can we know for sure? Can't. Our only hope is to reconcile our cultural relationships and seek to understand why a culture expresses themselves the way they do, and why it's so distinct from the other culture. And in that, or in our differences, finding out or seeing that, realizing that diversity is beautiful, that multiple expressions of Jesus Christ is, I think, is the point of being a Christian. Coming together and letting your differences create this prism of light that compels others to beauty, I think. So that was my week. It was that discussion, integration versus reconciliation. It was also realizing that sometimes the tables are turned, and the African Americans are at times the majority, and the Caucasians are the minority. I'm using those two ethnic groups in an extreme sense because that is very black, and it's a very black and white issue. Not a black versus white, it's a black and white issue. And a lot of people want to make it a black versus white, and it's not. Jesus Christ, he's not a black and white issue. He's not. He's not a black versus white issue either. He's not. He doesn't care to draw such lines. He takes those lines that we have drawn, and he creates a circle out of those lines, because he can turn water into wine. He can unite that which we have divided. That's who we are as people. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. Discovering more about Jesus Christ, what it means to really be a person, living with other diverse people. Yeah, that's some deep stuff, right? Yeah, right. All right, so I'll let your boy. Oh yeah, it's coming, unmastered. That's all I got to say. It's on its way. It's not a game. It just got real. Unmastered. More information coming soon. That's all I got to say. Love you, Mom. Yes, I do.